Hello, my name is Sandy, your sewing guru, and today I'm going to teach you how to make a sari blouse with 4 darts, which is a very basic sari blouse. It will fit you perfect because we are going to make it using the Basic Bodice patterns. This class is especially for beginners, but if you're an expert and you want to know another way of making sari blouses, or if you are making blouses and you are having trouble with the fitting or with the use of darts, stay with me because I am going to explain you everything about in this video. In this class we are going to work with our patterns, and in the next video we will cut and stitch our blouse. I wanted to give enough time explaining you everything about the patterns now because many of you have contacted me having trouble with the fitting of your blouses, which is most of the times because of the darts. Now I am developing a new method to make sari blouses. Maybe it's not new, but it's different from the traditional method and is useful to get a perfect fitting if you are a beginner. Because you know, when we make sari blouses in the traditional way, we work with many darts. And those darts usually have standard measurements. So it's impossible that the same darts fit well every different body. But in this method I'm going to show you, we transform the basic bodice patterns into blouse patterns. So in this way the darts are your own darts, with your own custom measurements from your own bodice patterns. In that way you can't fail. So that being said, let's get started. Okay, I have my basic bodice patterns here. If you don't know how to make these patterns, check the description of this video, and also in the end of the video I'm going to give you the links for the classes on how to make these patterns. Obviously, for a close-fitted garment such as sari blouses, we need to make a few modifications to those patterns, which I'm going to explain you here. Basically, we don't need them hips long, so we trace it only until the waist. And the other thing is we don't need that much for ease because a blouse is a close-fitted garment. So for the back, here in this segment, you are going to mark only 1/4 part of the breast contour, no ease for the back pattern in this area, and also here on the waist, no ease for it, just mark 1/4 part of the waist contour. Now for the front pattern, when you make it, we don't need also that much ease, so here in this part you need to mark only 1/4 part of the breast contour, and you are going to add only 1 centimeter. And here on the waist, mark only 1/4 part of the waist contour and add 5 millimeters only. So check my classes of how to make basic bodice patterns, but make them a little bit different, making the modifications I just explained you now. For the sleeve, we don't need any modifications, so we are going to work with it as it is in our basic bodice pattern set. Now, having your basic patterns with the modifications ready, let's see how to transform them into patterns for sari blouse with 4 darts. First, we are going to transform our patterns in another piece of paper. It's useful to have your basic bodice patterns made in cardboard or any other stronger material so you can transfer them in this way anytime you need a new transformation. You have to transfer every line of your patterns and the darts too, exactly in the same way as they are in your patterns. You need to make an exact copy of your patterns to transform them. In this way, cut them normally, no special cut for the darts in this case because we are going to transform those darts, so just cut them as they are. So let's transform the front pattern first. The first thing you need to make is mark the length of the blouse. For that we need to determine the base of the breast. If you remember, here we have the high point of our breast, and from there downwards we need to find where is the base of your breast. For that, also if you remember, in the basic bodice patterns we calculate the width of the dart, the side dart, based in the radius of your breast. So this dart is half of the radius of your breast. Take the width of this dart, in my case is 3 centimeters. So if this is the half of the radius of your breast, double of it, it will be the radius of your breast. So 3 centimeters of my dart multiplied by 2 is 6 centimeters. So I'm going to mark it here, and there I have the base of my breast. From this point downwards, you need to mark as much as you want for the length of your breast. Just measure it in your body. From the base of your breast downwards, measure as much as you want for the length of your blouse and mark it here. For me I want to mark 5 centimeters, which is exactly the point where my ribs are. So there it will be the length of my blouse, and I am going to square a line basing my L-shaped roller in the center line of my pattern, like this, to get a perfect squared line, horizontal line. So set your roller in this way and just trace the baseline of your blouse. Now cut this excess. If you remember, this dart is 3 centimeters width in the basic bodice patterns. So when I remove this part for the length of my blouse, this part obviously became smaller. So what I'm going to do is check how much is the width of this dart now, the front dart. For me is 2.5 centimeters. And I'm going to note it. And here I'm going to recheck how much is the width of my side dart, and it's 3 centimeters, noted too. These are the only 2 darts we have in a front pattern of the basic bodice, right? So the width of these 2 darts put together is the exact amount of centimeters you need for your darts in order to fit your breast perfectly. So now we are going to distribute those centimeters in the 4 darts we need for this blouse. For that, I'm going to measure this segment from the armhole line to the base of my pattern. Mark the half point of it, and then mark 1 centimeter from that point downwards in the central line of your pattern, like this. From that point, trace a line to the apex point like this, and this will be our center dart. Now measure the armhole, do it with your measuring tape and measure it in centimeters so it will be exact. That measurement divided by 3, and then mark the result here in the bottom part of the armhole. And then from that point mark 1 centimeter upwards on the armhole like this. From that point also join with the apex point, and this is going to be the armhole dart. Now we have our 4 darts. We only need to transfer 2 darts into 4. For that, cut the darts in this way. Don't separate it completely. Keep like ½ millimeter on the center so the piece will not fall from the pattern. And also cut the lines we just marked for the other darts like this. Also keep ½ millimeter in the center so the pieces will not fall from the pattern. Now put a piece of paper under this, and we are going to transfer our darts. For that, I'm going to glue one side of the front dart to the paper like this. And let's make a pause here and tell you about the widths for our darts. Remember when I put together the width of my front basic bodice pattern and I got 5.25 centimeters in total? Well, we are going to distribute those 5.5 centimeters in the 4 darts for my blouse. Remember that number is different for everyone. I have 5.5 because I am flat, but for you will be probably more, and doesn't matter what that number is, you need to distribute it in the same way as the following. Half of that number is going to be the width of your front dart. Now the remaining half divided by 2, and that is going to be the width of your side dart. And the last centimeters we have, half of it is going to the armhole dart and half of it is going to the central dart. So after I glue the first side of my front dart, from that line, the line that forms the side of my front dart, from there on its base I'm going to mark the width of it that we just got with our making numbers. Mark that point there, and now we are going to glue the other side of the front dart just on that point. Now we are going to glue the bottom part of the side dart in this way and open the top piece, keeping here the width of your side dart. Mark it here in the same way we did the front dart. And now glue the top side of the dart, matching that point. For the central dart and the armhole dart, we are going to repeat the same process. Or also you can just move this top piece until the width of your both darts are the same, like visually, and that works too. If you don't want to make that many numbers, so just glue them in place like this, keeping the same width for both of them, or use the numbers we made before. Now I'm going to close my front dart and trace a line like this from one extreme to another. Keep the dart closed and cut the bottom part of your blouse. Do the same with the side dart. And other than that, just remove the excess of paper under your pattern. And your darts are ready. Now let's do the shoulder before the neckline. For that, mark inside here in the shoulder line 1 centimeter. Then take your French curve and draw a line following the shape of the armhole and cut that excess. We do this because again the blouse is a close-fitted garment and we don't want the shoulder of our blouse to slip out of our shoulder. Now from here, from this point, I'm going to mark 2.5 inch. For the width of my shoulder, you can mark as much as you want, but not more than 3. And here, mark the depth of your neckline. You can mark as much as you want. Measure it from the base of your neck downwards on your chest. I marked 10 centimeters. And now in that point, square a small line about 2 centimeters width to be the base of our neckline. I'm going to make a round neckline. Then take your French curve and join the shoulder point with the end of the line we just draw now, like this. And there you have your neckline ready. Just cut the excess of your pattern. And your front pattern is ready. Now let's see how to make the transformation for the back pattern. Put your patterns together by the armhole like this. Join these 2 points, but keep the side dart of the front pattern closed in this way and transfer the same length we have by the side of the pattern. And now square a line in this way using that point to trace the baseline of your back pattern. Cut the excess of paper here. And now we are going to transfer the shoulder of the front. So put your patterns together in this way and just mark the same length for the shoulder. I mark it on the back side of the pattern, as you can see, so I'm going to transfer it to the front side and now trace your neckline. You can make it in any shape you want. For that you need also to mark the depth of the neckline. For the back part, I'm going to take as a reference the armhole line. So I mark 2 centimeters upwards of my armhole line. You can mark as much as you want. And I'm going to join in a rounded shape with the shoulder point in this way. Cut your pattern. And your back pattern is ready. I'm not going to make any transformation. I don't need it in the sleeve. I'm going to use it as it is in the Basic Bodice pattern. I keep it elbow length. You can keep it with any length you want. And the patterns for your blouse are ready. Don't miss the next class because we are going to cut and stitch our blouse. Also check the videos I am suggesting you here at the end of this video, and don't forget to check the description box below this video because there you have all the information you need in order to make perfect patterns like this. Thank you so much for watching my videos. Thank you for the waiting again, and happy stitches for you, and I'm going to see you the next time.